When I was training, my mentor, Mr. Savage, could always be found coming out of AC Transit or getting off the BART. All black, Harley Davidson boots, walking stick, probably a hat, and a hell of a lot of jewelry. And in my young life, I remember him saying so frequently to leave the studio better than you found it. And there was all of this lore at my high school about dancers and our training and our teacher. He loomed large, and I really thought about that a lot, leaving the studio better than you found it, leaving the theater better than you found it. And that could be as simple as like tidying up after yourselves or wiping down the surfaces, making sure things weren't kind of strewn about. Teenagers, just like a ballet slipper here and some tights with a run in it. But I liked that adage. And in college, I listened to the Savage Love cast a lot. And I would listen to Dan Savage, and he would talk about the campsite rule, talk about relationships and leaving individuals and loved ones, beloveds, lovers, better than you found them. And I would walk around my little chambre de bonne and maybe tidy up, probably not tidy up, and think about these different relationships that he was exposing me to, different relationship concerns, and how do you do that? How do you leave a human better than you find them? I was probably coming towards 30 when I started camping. My partner had grown up camping with her family and in the woods of New Mexico, but that wasn't what my young life was like. I was very indoors. I was a studio dog, go to dance class, come home, do my homework. But I've noticed over more than a decade of love, his encouragement for me to be in nature, go on hikes, camp, and it's new for me. With camping, it's been this energy towards learning a new language. The language of the materials, getting used to the night. What is the night like under trees? And trees really have been the bridge for me to get to know nature. We were in Los Angeles during the pandemic, and specifically as quarantine hit, we needed some place to go outside of our studio apartment, and so we found our way to Elysian Park. I started to get to know trees, and not like I knew their names or where they were indigenous to, but just simply getting to know the plants along the path that we would walk and rewalk and walk. And there's this beautiful synchronicity between my interest in finding a sage elder and queering my life, queering my family, the discomfort I have felt in my family of origin, and the ease of trees, finding my way to a meditation practice and trying to emulate the stillness, the long vision. I've spent time building altar to those trees, dancing for them. dancing seemed like the most logical way to, maybe logic really isn't anything, but the most organic way of engaging with trees, these moving beings. And when I find myself outside and under the trees, I'm so frequently the only black face that I see on a hiking trail, or I don't know, being divorced from the earth has been true in my family, sort of separateness. The only camping I remember my family doing was RV camping with the church, going to Manteca water slides, and I don't know, grilling, barbecuing. Then you could go inside the RV and watch a movie, spend the day at the water slides. Me with my glasses, or like maybe I try to leave the glasses at the RV and walk around half blind. But there's something different about trying to set up a tent, figuring out what you're gonna eat, how you're gonna cook it, all the planning and prep and the care and the maintenance, the supplies, and who you're gonna do it with. I feel really grateful that when I find myself short on patience, I know that my partner and I can find each other again on a tall rock or next to a stream. Why are we in relationships? What do we do there? How do we get to know ourselves and other people? What are we here to learn? Some days I feel at odds with everybody I know.
Say you wanna make a mess before